to my top 10 horror films in my Blu-ray collection. Picked these 10 movies out primarily because of the rewatchability, the impact it had on me, and disclaimer, there's not that many demonic possession movies in my horror movie collection because basically it's too realistic and grounded for my taste. Like, this shit fucks me up, so I don't have too many of those movies, so you don't see like The Exorcist or The Possession or any possession movies, or even Insidious and shit like that, or Conjuring. Sorry, it's not the list for you. These are horror films that I enjoyed watching. Not only that, but it scared me, Still did its job. Still had a profound impact on me. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, number 10 is The Strangers. The Strangers. Very scary film. Very simplistic home invasion film. I like how it was executed very simply, and it just scares me that like this could happen to anybody. Like, you could be in your apartment, whatever, it don't matter. Like, there are people out there like this that just kill, prey and stalk their victims. And they're not in it for money or fame or anything like that. They just like to do it. They're that messed up in the head. Have these psychotic tendencies, these fantasies that they just want to fulfill. I mean, the human mind is the most corrupt mind there is. So, yeah, man, this film really got to me when I first saw it. And I remember the trailer really giving me, like, goosebumps when I first saw the trailer for this. I was like, holy shit, that looks terrifying. Because they try to fact-base this, like, every 10 out of 20 Americans have a home invasion, and then they die, and all this shit. So, added a realism factor to it. I really like the performances by Scott Speedsman and Liv Tyler in this. I think this is very underrated. I would like to see a sequel to this. But at the same time, I kind of don't, because I know they're just going to handle it poorly. I mean, look what you hear from Leatherface, if they get prequels or sequels, they tend to just use it as torture porn, and just kind of mess up the whole story. But yeah, that ending, man, when they said, because you were home. So yeah, The Strangers, underrated horror film right there. Number 9, it's one of my favorite zombie films, as Dawn of the Dead, the remake, directed by Zack Snyder. I believe this is his best film, and I think it was his first feature film. So much style went into this, and this is the rare occasion where Zack Snyder's style is implemented so well in the film that it makes the film unique and stand on its own. I mean, I've seen the original George A. Romero. Everybody loves that one. It's classic. I like the prop effects, the gore effects, the Tom Savini effects. Of course. I just like this one better. I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's more modern, but just the idea, these strangers stuck at the mall. I mean, the old film did the same thing, but, you had Vin Rames, you had all these people. All these characters connected so well and really drove the film. You actually cared about all these characters, even the asshole type characters. I mean, the security guard was such a fucking douchebag, and at the end of the movie, you cared about him the most. This film did that, and man, and the twist was that these zombies are like blazing fast. And, like Walking Dead, like the walk or slow zombies, yeah, that's fine, but you don't feel that imminent threat. You feel like you get away from them, even if they're in waves. Just get to high ground, get somewhere, and you'll be fine, But these fucking zombies, man, they just, oh man, this is the worst. I already know I ain't gonna make it. My heavy ass ain't gonna do no cardio. I ain't gonna be running, turning on my Fitbit or whatever, tracking my steps. There's just no way I could make it in the zombie apocalypse if they all ran like freaking marathon professional runners, you know. So really enjoyed this one. This is so much fun to watch. A few jump scares here and there. The zombie baby, oh man, that was great. The nice little addition, you know, and yeah, the end credits are the best. One of the best horror end credits I've seen in the film. It's just so creative, very rewatchable. Probably my most rewatched horror film to this day. All right, next up, The Descent. And when you watch this film, the title says it all. It's so accurate because you descend into madness watching this. And just talking about it, I'm like out of breath. I'm always out of breath, but whew, the claustrophobia in this is crazy. It's crazy. Like, my God, I remember watching this shit as my high blood pressure is going up because, you know, these girls, they go cave diving and then they have to crawl through these tight little spaces. Oh my God, it's like, what the fuck? It's every claustrophobic person's worst nightmare is the first hour of the descent, so just be aware of that when you watch this film. And they build up the suspense wonderfully in the first act. Because you don't see the creatures. If you go in this blindly, you have no idea there's creatures. You never even heard of this movie? Oh my God. I envy you because you're about to experience a full-blown nightmare that's captured perfectly. Like, Neil Marshall, man, what an amazing movie he made right here. Just, wow. You know, like, the girls are hardcore. Oh my God. Like, their killer instinct switch just turns on, and they're just performing fatalities on these fucking blind, demon-like fucking, I don't even know. It's like an inbred version of Gollum from hell. I don't even know how to describe these creatures. Oh, man, very entertaining. And the ending, it was jarring. It was unexpected. Took me back and just left me like shell-shocked. I was just like, what the fuck just happened? Did that really just happen? The Descent, I'm telling you. Great horror movie. Alright, so now, got a classic here. David Cronenberg's The Fly with Jeff Goldblum. Let's go faster. Yes, this film by a scientist who goes mad. Well, he was a mad scientist. He just goes even more mad because the DNA is merging slowly into a fly's DNA. It's crazy. It's like, you know, a simple teleportation device, and it just all goes to shit, and it just sucks. It's horrifying. It's horrible. For you watch Jeff Goldblum's transformation, just literally, physically. Oh man. If you have a thing about skin or gore or even fingernails, like you can't see that shit, don't watch this movie because it's disturbing, man. That I still think to this day that sequence where he's like peeling off his fucking fingernails, he's squirting that shit in the fucking mirror. Oh God, it's disgusting. Or so many disgusting effects, but practical effects that were shot beautifully in a strange way. David Cronenberg is a master of just skin decay of the flesh. It's just like when Goldblum, he's like in these steel crutches, and his face is all scabby and gross, and he starts regurgitating fucking food like vomit. Oh my God, this fucking movie's so sick. But the ending, man, such an emotional impact in the end. With Gina Davis's character, what she has to do, it's like a mercy killing at this point, you know. So very memorable. This is a classic. You have to have The Fly in your collection if you're collecting horror films. All right, so number 6, 28 Days Later with that awesome custom J card. When I first saw this film, I didn't know what to think. I was like, I don't know how to feel about this. This is kind of like dragging on. What is the point of this? And then we get to the army base, and holy shit, you know, this film hit me on the head like, wow, us humans, we're worse than any crazed, diseased person. We might as well be one. If we're that sick in the head, you know, to do this to our fellow people, you know, to our fellow human beings. And this film captures that beautifully. Not only is, well, the beginning sequence stays in my brain. Like, how in the hell did they execute a vacant London? Like, did they evacuate the entire country? Because that's what it looked like. Wow. It's just, when he wakes up, Cillian Murphy's character wakes up in the hospital 28 days later. You know, the beginning you see this ape is infected with rage. And these stupid protesters, whatever, you know, animal rights, yeah, they get fucked over big time, and they're the catalyst of this outbreak. And from there, you get this quiet, somber opening where Cillian Murphy just is in the hospital, fucking naked, and just wakes up, goes out, and there's nothing. The quietness was so unsettling. At any moment, I thought something was going to happen, you know, and they just built to it, and built, you know, and then when they get to the base, the soldier base, it just gets worse. It's like they were better off on their own, you know, so I really like that aspect of this film, that not only should you be more horrified, things out there you don't understand, like, you know, the infected, like, rage and all that shit, but you should be also afraid of your fellow neighbor, your fellow man, your fellow government. You can't trust nobody. When society falls, there's no holds barred, anything goes, and this film captured that beautifully. My favorite Danny Boyle film, 28 Days Later. Great film. We're going to the top 5. Evil Dead 2. There's no way I'm not going to include Evil Dead on this list, or the top 5. Evil Dead 2 takes it. I mean, Evil Dead 1 scared the living shit out of me, don't get me wrong. I was going to put it, but come on. We all know Evil Dead 2 is the start of Ash, the man. Groovy, you know? Him putting on that chainsaw, sawing off the shotgun, fucking groovy. It's so much fun. It goes from horror to just horror action, like this, and it does it so seamlessly, like, just great. And then the ending, what a great, unexpected, wacky, but fun ending, you know, too. And then it leads on to Army of Darkness, so, oh my god. This is crazy. I still remember that sequence where he chainsaws his own hand off, and his hand is possessed, because his hand is possessed. Oh, shit. Bruce Campbell is a legend. Bruce is a man. Bruce Campbell for fucking president, people. Yeah. Start a petition of that now. I mean, not a petition, a fucking fundraiser or a go starter for that. Please. Anyway. Alright, so, number 4. This is another film that has to be on everybody's top 10, I believe. You can't have Halloween without Halloween. I know, that's corny. Anyway, Halloween 35th anniversary. Michael Myers is my favorite slasher killer, because he's the most believable. He's the most simplistic. He doesn't have to be flashy like Freddy, or, you know, over the top OP like fucking Jason. No. This is how you execute mass killer perfectly. Just that blank face, breaks out of the mental hospital on Halloween night, just goes on a killing spree, doesn't say a fucking word. John Carpenter, I mean, jeez, the man is a legend. I love all his films. The only film I haven't watched from him, I think, is The Fog, but I need to get on that ASAP, because I heard great things about The Fog. But from Halloween to like They Live to another film coming up that I'm about to mention. Yeah, just like I said, October, Halloween, horror films. Can't be talked about without mentioning Halloween, man. And of course, we're getting Halloween Returns. Oh my god, I'm so excited for that. Jamie Lee Curtis is reprising her role. That's going to be exciting. I know it's going to be good. So yeah, Halloween number 4. Just classic. We're going to watch that on Halloween night, of course. It's a tradition. You got to. This other John Carpenter film, and I have to put this above it because it's just, I love it. I fucking love this movie. Is The Thing. The Thing. The Thing. With Kurt Russell. The Scream Factory edition. I did the unthinkable. I had to go on eBay and try to find the cheapest price I could for this when, you know, it came out for Scream Factory. Everybody bought it. Everybody bought this, the deluxe edition with 2 posters. Fuck, man, you know? So I was like, screw it. And I found this for a pretty reasonable price, you know? It was under $20, so... yeah, I did good, man. The Thing, I had to get this edition because it's a great paranoia sci-fi thriller. That's the best way to describe it. The setting, the landscape, Antarctica, you know, who filmed horror in Antarctica? Fucking John Carpenter does. Hey, you know, it's like you can't trust nobody. You can't trust your friends, you can't trust your coworkers, you can't trust that fucking dog outside, you know. Anything could be The Thing because this fucking creature, I love the prosthetic effects when the head comes off and you see all that. Oh, I don't even know how to describe all that gunk, all those strings holding the veins, holding it together, and then it turns that fucking spider head. What the fuck? Or that amazing shot when one of the characters goes for defibrillator or whatever, and then his hands just go inside and turns so fucking mouth and just chops. What the fuck? So many WTF moments. When I first watched this movie, I must have said, what the fuck? Like, about 10 times watching this movie. The alien is so fascinating. The alien is so fascinating. This creature, whatever it is crazy. He, like, survives through humans hosting their bodies and then mimicking their everything, you know? It's crazy. And the blood test is one of the most suspenseful sequences ever shot on horror. I mean, just edges your seat. Like, we're gonna find out who the Thing is, who isn't. Kurt Russell has the flamethrower, and he's just warming up that needle and putting it on the blood. Oh my god! And then the ending with, you know, Kurt Russell and Keith David, great actor. He was in They Live also. Great actor. You know, maybe we should just wait here for a while and see what happens. And then that theme, John Carpenter has the most memorable themes. That dum 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 dum, like in Halloween, you know, this and The Thing. I prefer The Things. It just gives me goosebumps. So yeah, The Thing. I could talk about that movie all day. So that's number 3. I was tempted to put in number 1. But one movie is so underrated, I'm about to mention it right now, and it's a travesty. A lot of people don't talk about this movie. And my number 1 is the scariest fucking movie in my opinion. It scares the shit out of me, you know, without mentally breaking me down. So anyway, number 2, Frailty. Now this is like, it's not fear-inducing like something like The Conjuring 2, or Insidious, or none of that. It's more psychological thriller. And it has the most unique take on a serial killer I've ever seen. And what fascinates me most about this movie, it came out in 2001. It's Bill Paxton, rest in peace. Game over, buddy. You know? Damn. Such a good actor. This was his directorial debut, his first film. What the hell? Did he just sit in a cabin with Stephen King and just came up with this idea or something like that, you know? Because holy fuck, this film right here is so damn good. I am not going to ruin anything that happens in this film because you have to watch it. Take a good look at it. Frailty. Watch it. It stars Bill Paxton, Matthew McConaughey. Please go watch this movie. Do whatever you gotta do. Watch it. You won't regret it. That's why it's my number 2. It blew me away. The twist in the end blew me away. And what this does, it takes something like religion, and religion to everybody has their own take on it. Everybody has something to say about their beliefs. And some people, they're just so infatuated, with their beliefs that, and we've seen it happen through history. Somebody preaches you something that just coincides in you, that you just connect with on a spiritual level. You're just going to believe whatever he says that person is saying, where he's preaching from the Bible, preaching whatever. All I'm saying is sometimes people take their beliefs to another level, into dark places you wouldn't think imaginable. And this film executes that brilliantly. Like, my God. Just fucking mind-blowing. Just had me on edge. Like, man, when I saw this fucking film, I needed to watch it over and over. It's that damn good. The performance is fucking outstanding in every level. So, Frailty. Please watch that movie. Alright, last. I was going to say last but not least, but number 1. The Shining. That's right. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Here's Johnny. I mean, it's just so fucking iconic. I mean, it's Stanley Kubrick. The fucking guy is a legend. He's a genius. My favorite Kubrick film. This is what horror should be. I know all these horror filmmakers, they take notes when they watch The Shining, because everything about the movie was executed on a masterful level. I mean, the Overlook Hotel is the most memorable horror location, just memorable location in general. And of course, it was adapted by Stephen King. Of course, Stephen King fucking hated it. I don't know why, because this is the best Stephen King film adaptation I've ever seen. Ever. Better than It. I'm sorry, it is. Better than the It remake. Better than Drow's Game. Better than anything, But mainly due to Stanley Kubrick's direction, Jack Nicholson's unsettling, whack-a-doodle-doo fucking performance. This is what Jack does best. But he does it so fucking well. Nobody does insanity better than Jack Nicholson. And then Shelley Duvall. My God. After this, I've never seen anything of Shelley Duvall after this. It just sucks. Because her expressions, her horrific expressions, my God. It's like Jesus. Like, she's screaming for you, throughout the fucking film. And then, Danny boy, wait, grab. This fucking creepy ass kid. If you had a creepy kid in any fucking movie, I don't care what it is, the horror factor is just gonna get heightened. You had a creepy kid going down the fucking hallway in a little cycle in a fucking POV shot, and you run into 2 little fucking murdered girls standing in the hallway saying, "Come play with us." You got yourself a cinematic horror masterpiece. Because that fucking image with the twins, with the 2 little girls in the hallway, it's been drilled in my head. It fucked me up as a kid when I saw this sequence when I was a kid. That's why it scares me so much till this day. But it's a very rewatchable horror film, because the more you watch it, the more you learn from this film. And then what I like movies that leave the viewer up to their own interpretation about the end. And the ending, you'll be talking about this. If you've never seen this for the first time, again, I envy you. Because you're going to experience this epic horror masterpiece. That ending, you don't know if Jack was just hearing these voices, or if the hotel really was like possessed, like it was haunted. You don't know. You can interpret it in so many ways. It could just been Jack Nicholson having writer's block, just fucking losing his mind being fucking snowed in and bored, I would lose my mind too. No Xbox, no PlayStation, nothing. Fuck, you know, no porn, no beer, nothing. You know, but he had that bar, so I mean, you know, but maybe that drove him to the brink of no return too. You know, so holy crap, The Shining, a staple in the horror franchise. So yeah, that's it, people. That is my top 10 favorite horror films in my Blu-ray collection. You got one final shot. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Let me know what your top 10 is, your favorite horror movies are. And if you've seen any of these films, let me know what you thought of them. And happy Halloween. And thanks for watching.